LGBTQ gender identity terms that you might not have heard of before, but I will explain to you. What is gender fawn? Someone who is gender fawn experiences fluctuations in gender, but never fluctuates to any feminine gender. For example, they could fluctuate from feeling a masculine gender, an unaligned gender, or a genderless gender, such as agender, but they never fluctuate to any feminine genders, such as demigirl, female, anything in between that, like Libra feminine. Some people consider it to be a non-feminine subset of gender fluid, so you just fluctuate to everything apart from feeling feminine. This is the other side of gender fey, which I explained in a previous video. Now, just like gender fey, there is a subset to this which is called gender fawnit. Someone who is gender fawnit experiences fluctuations in gender and can experience feminine genders, but never feels fully female. This is the opposite to gender feyer. Here's a short paragraph describing it. You can pause the video.
I don't understand a word you just said.
You guys remember back in the good old days when we were growing up, life was fairly simple. You had boys and girls, and every once in a while a tomboy would be thrown in the mix. But now, I don't know if you guys noticed on that first clip, but they have their own Wikipedia-style app to describe all this stuff. It's called LGBTA Wiki. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today. And as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not quite for sure exactly who this fella is or what he identifies as. Now, I'm hoping he's part of some theater group and this is just his costume for a play. But in today's world, I would not be one bit surprised if this was his everyday attire. Now, I'm not going to go too hard on that fellow with the elf ears because, like I said, I don't know why he was dressed like that. Maybe he lost a bet. Anyway, let's keep it moving with professional wrestler and Hollywood actor Dave Bautista. Now, Dave Bautista recently shed a bunch of bulk. He obviously stopped taking testosterone, which is an important detail in this story, so keep that in mind. So here we have a before and after photo. The before photo is a couple years old, and the photo above my head was recently. And Dave Bautista also recently told us who he was voting for in the 2024 presidential election. Keep in mind, he stopped taking testosterone.
I headed down to my local county office here in Tampa, Florida. I'm going to the supervisor of elections office. It's too early for early voting, right?
Yeah, I mean, those right here are your privacy booths.
Oh, really?
You can fill it out here if that's what you want to do instead of taking it home with you.
Okay, I'll just do it here then.
Yeah, okay.
This election is too important to just sit by and not vote. You got to get out and you got to vote. There's two ways to vote. You can vote in person. You can vote by mail-in ballot. I thought early voting didn't start till October 21st.
That one, yeah. So it'll be basically early voting is when you go to the sites, but this is like a vote by mail form that you would receive in the mail.
Okay, just do it here and it's all done. I really recommend that people go out and vote early.
You're welcome.
Voting
Have a
today.
good day.
It'll be less chaos, less lines. It took me literally 20 minutes to go out and vote. So encouraging people to go out and vote early if you can, but if nothing else, just vote.
A few moments later.
That's when I realized he was a fucking idiot.
Now, to be fair, Dave Bautista, who played Drax in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, has probably always voted Democrat. But he is getting mercilessly roasted online since losing all that bulk and muscle and recently coming out in support of the Harris Waltz ticket. Anyway, next up, so this young lady thinks that Carmelo Harris has better policies than Trump. What policies are you talking about? Unrealized capital gains tax? Taxpayer-funded transition surgeries for prisoners and illegal aliens? What policies? Roll it.
Don't give a shit if she's green or purple, has 6 horns coming out of her head or a tail coming out of her ass. Okay? Her policies are better than his. Full stop.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Now, before we get into this next clip, I just want to say prayers out to everyone that's been affected by this hurricane and the flooding. And also, guys, there's some crazy stuff going on in the Middle East, and longshoremen just went on strike, which is sure to affect the supply chain. So please hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. We have some trying times ahead. Anyway, next up. So this genius thinks that the hurricane was some kind of karma for, well, I'll let him tell you. Bro.
Last night I was thinking this. I was looking up these places, right, that this Hurricane Helena hit. Majority of them are like places that we not there. That's not for us. This is a white party only. Didn't you know this? Right? Type situation. And even though it's tragic, people are losing their houses, businesses, everything, right? It's kind of weird that the places that the hurricane was supposed to hit really hard, it didn't hit really hard, and the places that were like in the middle of nowhere are just being leveled to a point of non-existence, right? And it's like, why is it that? Why is it that these towns that are not diverse at all getting destroyed, and the cities that are diverse are getting flooding, but not too bad, right? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense to me. But also as well, they say that the hurricane is the spirit of a black woman that were necessarily enough thrown over the boats during slavery. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You tell me. You tell me. Because to me, what it looks like is karma. It might be karma. It might be. Or it's just a happy coincidence that these sundown towns got devastated by this hurricane. I don't know. You tell me.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
And next up, we have another genius take from this young lady. Possibly Mike Tyson's younger sister? I don't know. Anyway, she thinks if you don't share her exact same values, you're a big old racist. Roll it.
If I see Blue Lives Matter, Police Lives Matter, anything with Trump on your car or on your home, I'm just gonna assume you're a racist. Like, I'm just gonna legit note that, like, you're a racist.
Well, I guess I'm racist.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, next up we have this lovely lady who is going to talk about people who are vegan phobic. That's a new one. Anyway, I'm beginning to think this lady is just a troll. Check out her jersey. It says, "Don't eat cats or cows." Roll it.
I hesitate to tell you this because I know as vegans this might be upsetting, and I don't want to upset you any more than you already are living in this vegan phobic world. But here's the truth. If you have family members and friends who continue to eat animals after you've begged them to stop, not only do they hate animals, but they also hate you. When you love somebody, you don't put them through that much pain. People who love their family members will stop committing murder in order to make them happy.
One crazy ass bitch.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, the comment section wasn't very kind to this young lady, but I'm not going to read them out loud, so you'll have to see if you can read them as they pop up on the screen. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Joshua Hathaway and his YouTube channel, JK Memes For You. That is JK Memes, the number 4 and UEWE. Now, Josh is trying to get some more eyes on some of his videos, so if you want to go check it out after this video, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it. I will put a link for that in the description box below. Also, I want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mentions, Lee Willis, Michael, and Autumn45 for each leaving a super thanks on the last video, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the support. So once again, today's video sponsor is Josh Hathaway and his YouTube channel, JK Memes For You, with the honorable mentions going to Lee Willis, Michael, and Autumn45. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've all seen enough of this dancing for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
Stop dancing.
All right, next up we have this young lady who uses turtle-self pronouns. Now, she says they are very valid, and if you don't use them, she will put you in prison. And don't get it twisted. Most of these people think prison is a worthy punishment for misgendering them or using the wrong pronouns.
Hey guys, it is Jaden, and today I use Turtleself's pronouns. These are very valid pronouns, and if you don't use them, I will, first of all, call you out for it, second of all, cancel you, and then third of all, put you in prison.
She's got the crazy eyes. Dude, the eyes, they're crazy.
All right, next up we have this bearded fella who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a lesbian. Someone commented on his TikTok, "Are you gay or trans?" Rolling.
You can be both. I'm both, actually. I am a trans woman and I have a cisgender girlfriend. We are in a lesbian relationship and we absolutely love each other. She says she supports me 100% and we're gonna get married soon.
That don't make no sense.
You see all the hoops that fella had to jump through just to say, yeah, me and my girlfriend are getting married soon. Anyway, next up, so last week I showed you guys a video of Josh coming out as a lesbian, and well, he has an update for us. Roll it.
Hey everyone! So I have some really good news to share with you guys. I'm so happy, so relieved. I just got done with a really great session with my therapist, and he shared some great news with me. I'm not gay. Just because I'm a woman that's attracted to women doesn't mean I'm gay. He let me know, Josh, your biology that was assigned to you at birth was boy. And since you've always been attracted to women, that means you are straight. Even though now you've transitioned and become a woman, it doesn't change your orientation. That stays the same. You were straight and you are still straight, even though you're a woman now. And so this thing just made me feel really good. And I'm so grateful that I've had him in my corner throughout this whole thing. He's been so amazing. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. I'm just so happy. So anyways, I need to go, but I just wanted to share that with you. Bye, everyone.
What the is this guy talking about?
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with yet another clip of Carmelo Harris pulling out her blaccent or black accent as she appears on this podcast with all black hosts. Can't believe everybody doesn't see how phony she is. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Friends, my best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
We used to go to the clubs and her Father Seville.
Yeah.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope. I love it.
We used to go to the clubs and her Father Seville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny. And you ain't black.